When we were in Sacramento earlier this year, and we had the opportunity to talk to you, we talked about retail theft, and so you had made the observation where we kind of shifted to the left with Prop 47, now we're shifting back to the right. You made some comments on, we changed the Public Safety Convention, or committee, the composition of that, and kudos to you with the 10 bills that were signed by Governor Newsom recently. Can you talk to those a little bit?
Sure, yeah. So I thank you, because I wanted to talk about crime, but I also wanted to hear, your perceptions about, how safe is Lomita? Would love to hear from a resident's perspective. As your mayor just mentioned, the legislature did pass a package of bills that the governor signed into law to try to restore some balance in terms of our of holding criminals accountable. I think that's been out of recognition that we're all seeing these viral videos of organized retail theft, smash and grabs, and so there's clearly growing concern about how safe our neighborhoods are. At the same time, I've been hearing that the data here in Lomita actually shows that Lomita is quite safe, I think that's something that you're really lucky, right? Because not all communities, has that kind of data.
Well, we made crime illegal.
You
Make crime illegal.
You're figuring out the magic sauce. So before I ask you, George, for your question or comment, that's kind of the situation that we're at now. We're seeing some uptick. We're seeing increases in violent crime. We're seeing increases, like statewide. We're seeing data showing increases in violent crime as well as in car thefts in particular. As well as retail theft. Although the data always compares back to the 80s and 90s when crime data, reported crime was much higher in the 80s and 90s. And so how do we balance the perception and the data? Is the data accurate? I know that I hear from a lot of store owners and operators saying that they don't bother to report thefts because a lot of times thieves are arrested and then they're just released right away because the consequences are very low and the jails are overcrowded. That is an ongoing balancing act. I will say that obviously this upcoming November election, there are some major initiatives, major elections related to crime and public safety. Number one, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's election. Number two, Proposition 36, which is basically it's proposing that for your third theft offense, that you could be charged either as a misdemeanor or as a felony. And I think that's something that folks should study on this upcoming ballot. But I want to hear from Lomita residents.